Janetta. Democracy. Where is the democracy? Niger. Why did you want that democracy? The president that you voted for. That was democracy came in. Oh, yeah. But they know him. We don't know him. And this democracy is based on who France, Europe, Germany, or United States pick. That's who they want. Tired of you taking everything from me, taking all my wealth out of my country, and then leaving me with nothing, and then sending me some aid, say here's some bread, here's some cookies, here's some meat, here's some stuff, and here's some used clothes, here's some of that, and make it with it. You don't have any lights in your house, but grin and smile because, hey, Jesus is Lord. You know, they've taken that they've taken it, made it long, you suffering. So you won't go to heaven, so you don't worry about us making you broke down here. You can be hungry, but you're suffering under righteousness. Oh yeah. But there's a young man, I'm going to show you his video, and he's not suffering under righteousness. He doesn't want to happen to his country, Niger, as it happened to Hawaii. Not that they would make Niger a state, but they can take it over. And listen to this young man and make some changes in your attitude and start questioning and looking to find the truth about you and who you are and your people and what they're doing over here. So while you're waiting on a check for reparations, they're taking the gold, the silver, the copper. Okay? So listen to this young man. All right.
Today we are celebrating this day in a somewhat unique context, as mentioned by our predecessors. This context of conflict, a conflict that we regard as nothing other than the violent and barbaric manifestation of imperialism, neo-colonialism and slavery, seeks to impose itself. Today, what we have termed terrorism, but as they have said, we called upon the youth at one point to combat this scourge, and the youth responded massively. Today, several young individuals are enlisted as volunteer defense personnel VDP, and others are waiting. We can see them in the streets of our cities. This warms our hearts, and we dare to believe that the youth have understood why we must fight. Just as our ancestors fought to bequeath us the lands we now call Burkina Faso, we too must fight to leave something for our children. If God has ordained that our generation faces this battle today, it is because He knows we have the capacity to succeed. And I am confident that we can all work together to achieve it. The battle is not just on the military front, it is much deeper. It entails changing mindsets. Our generation might have grown up in a system that has molded us and is difficult to change but not impossible. Perhaps some of us still possess certain characteristics whose impact we are unaware of. To quote an office, no one is so wicked that they cannot change their heart if they are properly taught. I believe each one of us can change in this sense. It is inherent that we forgive one another when someone is not on the path we hope for, but at the same time, let us guide them towards the right path, because the lethal weapon of imperialism today is manipulation, and the youth are the target. Our country, or I should say Africa, is predominantly young. Manipulation is born amongst us, and I invite the youth to always seek accurate information and to think about our homelands throughout Africa. If our forebears left us land, we must leave it better for our children. Today we are gathered here to discuss the issues of the youth, make promises, look ahead and face challenges. I believe the parents and the godmother have set challenges for you. But I think the challenge goes beyond that, because it is necessary for the youth to understand that at the executive level, we are taking measures. But we also need to sensitize and communicate with you so that together we can overcome the challenges before us.
Et la jeunesse est la cible de cette manipulation.
Why do I say this? When we listen to stories, we realize that our forebears fought similarly to reach where we are today.
Mais ils sont parmi nous.
Just as the minister mentioned, instructions have been given to create a unique fund that can support youth entrepreneurship.
À toujours chercher l'information
We won't
juste
ask you to start from
et à
scratch,
toujours penser
but there will be a
à
minimum to
dans
support you.
différentes parties, partout en Afrique.
Alongside this, we recently expanded tax policies for young businesses, which aims to assist you in the initial years to prevent certain
En ce
difficulties.
sens, aujourd'hui,
Furthermore,
nous sommes
we place
réunis
great emphasis
pour
on
parler donc
vocational
du
training.
problème de la jeunesse. Nous allons nous faire des promesses, certes.
One of the major reforms in our country is in this field on the university
Je pense
level.
que le parrain et la marraine,
It's not just about getting a degree and seeking employment, it's about learning skills and being able to work.
mais je crois que le défi va au-delà de cela.
We aim to redirect a significant portion of the youth towards vocational employment,
Nous, au niveau de l'exécutif,
and we plan to establish many centers for vocational training,
pour parler de vous sensibiliser,
as our country possesses
ensemble,
ample
sur les
resources.
défis qui sont aujourd'hui posés à nous.
We are in the process of
Pourquoi je dis cela?
reforming and
Parce
reorganizing
qu'il
our
raconte
society.
cette histoire, on se rend compte qu'il
We are
suffit
revising many
de
texts
pour y arriver.
to provide our nations with what they deserve.
Comme le ministre l'a signifié, instruction a été
That's
donnée
why we are launching
pour que
various
on puisse
initiatives,
créer un fonds unique.
such as the Zone Aspergy Company, to exploit and market our precious resources.
On ne vous demandera pas peut-être de partir de zéro, mais il y
We're
aura un
trying to
minimum.
modernize and make conditions better for our youth.
Parallèlement à cela,
I encourage you
il y
not to
a
be afraid
très
to
peu de
take
temps,
risks in
nous avons
entrepreneurship.
tout fait pour élaguer tout ce qui est fiscalité
We have expanded tax
au niveau
policies
donc
for
des
young
jeunes
businesses.
entreprises qui devront se créer. Cela pour accompagner que vous ne vous retrouvez
It's a
pas
message to
confrontés
you.
dès les premières
The
années
youth
à
initiate
certaines
something.
difficultés.
Don't be afraid to take risks. If you don't take risks, you won't experience
En
the
plus de
pleasure.
tout ça, je pense comme il a annoncé,
Take the plunge.
nous
It's
pensons beaucoup à
challenging.
la formation
It's often
professionnelle.
very challenging. You'll stumble
C'est l'une des réformes majeures
and you'll
dans
often
ce
find
département.
yourself on your knees.
Et je pense qu'au passage
But
à
as some would
l'université,
say, when
on
you
avait bien
fall,
fait savoir,
pray.
il ne s'agit
Push
pas
on your
aujourd'hui de
palms.
bosser,
Rise and
d'avoir un
keep
diplôme
walking.
et de chercher.
Don't
Pour
stop.
les jeunes.
And even those with jobs, don't limit yourselves to employment alone.
Nous avons donc
Invest
lancé
and
l'appel.
develop something
Dans ce
alongside.
sens-là,
Our
nous
generation
permet de
grew up
créer
in a
ce qu'on
complex
appelle
system.
des entreprises que
We
nous
were taught
mettons
that
sur
having a
place.
job and
Parce
sitting
que
in an
nous
office
disons,
waiting
c'est
for the
inconcevable
salary at the end of the
que
month was all we needed.
de la tomate et que
But your salary should help develop something else.
c'est absurde que nous avons tous les produits
We are not
oléagineux
just
ici, que nous
military.
ne sommes pas les
I am an
personnes.
entrepreneur
Nous avons
myself.
lancé cela et je vous
Our
invite
generation has been
à
molded
souscrire-
by a system,
à souscrire
perhaps a
massivement
difficult
parce
one
que
to
nous
change,
allons
but not
créer nos
impossible.
entreprises ici sur place et développer. Certes, des esprits
I wish to express my
impérialistes vont
gratitude
essayer
to
de
the young individuals who have come from all over Africa to support their brothers and comrades in Burkina Faso.
viser très loin.
We thank you and wish you a pleasant stay in Burkina Faso.
Merci
We hope
donc
you'll
à tous ces
return in
jeunes qui sont
peace.
déplacés à travers
I
l'Afrique
extend this
pour
message to
venir
all
soutenir leurs
African
frères et
youth.
leurs camarades
The
du
fight we
Burkina
are
Faso.
engaged in is not just for Burkina Faso, it's a fight for the whole of Africa. It's time for us to wake up and create our own El Dorado. It's possible to achieve this here, get to work, and I believe it's possible. Thank you for being here to share in this moment of reflection and exchange. The battle has begun, and it will be long and tough, but not impossible. We believe that soon we will succeed. Thank you very much for the country or death.
I want you to tell me, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? I came over here wondering why the people didn't do better in Africa. I mean, why? I didn't know. I had no idea. So don't make a judgment sitting at the TV looking at CNN and MSNBC and ABC and Fox News and all those people. Don't make a judgment about Africa. You don't know it. I didn't know it. And every day I'm learning more and more. Every day I'm learning more and more. And I'm not mad. No, I'm not mad. I'm not angry. But hey, I'm positive about what I can accomplish. It's not a lot, but I can do something and you can too. So you come on to Mother Africa. You come on to Tanzania. I would love to see you come to Tanzania. Yeah, it's a Beautiful place. The Tanzanian people are beautiful. And I can't tell you that enough. They are just wonderful people. Yeah. So you let me know what you think. You subscribe, you like, you share it. Share it with your children. Share it with people to let them know, because what you don't know, they didn't read. I just found out about Hawaii really by looking at this YouTube video that you're seeing. Isn't it amazing? I'm 80, almost 81. And I'm just finding out the truth about Hawaii. That is a country a state within the United States. So come on. It's time for us to act. And togetherness is what we need. So join us. I'll see you later. Oh, I forgot. blacksinradio.com on Saturdays. I think about 8 o'clock Central Time. So hey, look us up, look me up, tell me, talk to me. Talk to me. I'm trying to do the best I can to try to let you know what is going on to the best of my knowledge. Okay, talk to you later.